This is the Yorkshire Voice Newscast, brought to you by Leeds Trinity University.
Welcome to the Yorkshire Voice Newscast. I'm your presenter, Bethan Case, and I'll be bringing you the latest news across Yorkshire. Today, we'll be covering everything about the pink moon by talking live to a Leeds astronomy, hearing people's opinion about Boris Johnson's statement, and we'll be diving into the Oscars with our entertainment reporter. 2 males have been arrested over a shooting in Leeds. On Friday the 23rd, a 20-year-old man was found on Carlton View, Little London, Leeds, with a minor injury to his arm from a bullet wound. He was treated at hospital and later released. A 21-year-old was arrested on Saturday on suspicion of attempted murder for it, and a 20-year-old male was arrested early hours this morning of the same offence when officers executed a warrant at the address in Moortown. Police are asking for any witnesses who could give us information on the investigation and to call 101. West Yorkshire Fire and Rescue have been at Marston Moor all night battling a moorland blaze. 10 fire engines and a special units were in attendance to fight the fire. The fire was still going on this morning. An investigation is underway to find out what caused the fire. West Yorkshire Police have launched an appeal for a sighting of a missing man. Our reporter, Olivia Tainsley, has more.
Darren Harper, 53, was last seen earlier today on Rowantree Drive, Bradford, and is described as being around 5'8" of heavy build with short shaved grey hair and brown eyes. He may also be wearing glasses and was last seen wearing dark blue jeans, a black and grey jumper and a black zip-up fleece. Anyone with information is being urged to contact 101 immediately, as there is concerns for Darren's welfare.
Fresh claims about Boris Johnson are not true, and a comedy chapter, says one cabinet minister. In October 2020, Boris Johnson made a statement, "Let the bodies pile high in the thousands," in referral to the enforcement of a third lockdown. However, recent statements made at Number 10 claimed the statement was just another lie. People across Yorkshire have expressed their opinions on the statement made by the Prime Minister.
I think it's despicable. It seems to tie in with the whole herd immunity thing, where they were prepared to let thousands or hundreds of thousands of people die just to save the economy, perhaps, but then they've messed up as well, and that's pretty much it. If it was what he said, then it's appalling. Obviously, a third lockdown is preferable to more people dying. We've already had a massive death count.
I wouldn't think he'll publicly say it, nor will he privately say it. He's a prime minister. So they've done all this work for him to say that. It does not make sense.
It does not make sense.
Yeah, even if we don't agree with the things that he said and done in the past, but reflect on it, it doesn't make sense.
Ex-Olympic sprinter Colin Jackson, CBE, openly shares his views on allergies. He opened up on how people should do more to help him and others who suffer with allergies.
We need to have our allergies recognised, more specialist trained, because again, you know, when it's something that's a little bit distant from people, there's not enough money into research, and so specialist advice that you could get is not always there. So yeah, I feel like we could do a lot more.
Colin dreamed of becoming a cricketer, but because he suffers with a severe pollen allergy, he had to abandon his dream. He was focused on becoming a sports star and decided to become a sprinter instead. Colin Jackson became the 2-time sprinting world champion and an Olympic silver medalist. Yeah,
you know, that was for me, because I was always going to be a sportsman. I love sports. So cricket, as I said, was my number one. But athletics, again, it ended up being a good secondary career, I think, for me in that sense. I made the right decision at the right time. It was linked to many things. As you know, there's never just one specific thing. There's lots of things that you do. But one of the things I really loved about going to athletics was selecting yourself. So if you were going to a big race and you knew if you were in the top 3, you were going to a major championships, then I love that little added pressure.
As the country is gradually finding its way out of a lockdown, Bradford District Credit Union has launched a new £2 million unlocking fund to help a local community look at the future with a bit more confidence. One of the aims of the project is to prevent people in need from having to resort to loan sharks. Ian Brewer, Financial Inclusion Officer at Bradford District Credit Union, has talked to our reporter Ricardo Toronto about how the funding works and what the union hopes to achieve from it.
Well, we hope to help people start looking ahead, coming out of lockdown through the loan, being able to get themselves straight and sort themselves out, but also to look ahead at what they might want to do in the future, be that a wedding, be that buying a new car or upgrading the car, or whatever it is that people want to do.
He went on further to discuss how the process of getting a loan through Bradford District Credit Union.
We've heard of lockdown loans being offered at 500% APR. So what the community is really facing, because the banks aren't lending very much because they're looking for high credit scores, what we're trying to do is come in for those people that can't get bank loans, that don't want to go to high-cost lenders. We're saying, come to the credit union.
Early hours of tomorrow morning, we'll be able to see the biggest and brightest moon of the year so far. The first supermoon of the year will be a jaw-dropping pink moon. It is one of the only 2 supermoons this year. The pink moon will be 7% bigger and 50% brighter than the typical moon. Telling us more about the incredible pink moon is Leeds astrologist Martin Whip. Hi, Martin. Hi, Martin. Can you hear us, Martin? Just bear with us with some technical problems.
I'm sorry, I can't quite hear you.
Oh, hi, can you hear me better now?
I can hear you in the background, but there's somebody talking about football.
Sorry, we haven't got any football on. Can you just give us a second? We're just going to sort out the problem now.
There's always someone talking about football, isn't there?
Yeah, so everyone talks about is football. Martin, can you hear us now?
I can hear you now, but there's another interview still taking place.
Sorry, Martin. If we've had technical problems, we're going to have to cut this off. Sorry.
Sorry about that, Martin.
On to sports now. Bradford City loses 2-1 against Port Vale at the weekend. The Batmans took the lead when striker Clayton Johnson scored a goal in the first 15 minutes. However, Vale were quick to respond, scoring an equaliser with Tom Colton later clinching victory with a penalty. Following what is now Bradford City's 4th straight loss, Mark and Truman highlighted what his team needs to do to win.
Now what we can't do is just let this season go flat and lose football matches. We've got to win football matches, and the way that we played today, we'll lose more games than we'll win if we play like we did today. Meaning, we've got to be more aggressive in our play. We've got to compete more. So, like I say, and you earn your own luck in this game.
Leeds have claimed another point against one of the Premier League's top teams after holding Manchester United to a goalless draw at Elland Road. It comes after they held Liverpool 1-1 on Monday night. Midfielder Calvin Phillips tells Sky Sports it was a typical display from them.
As a team, we love to dig in and, just make it hard for teams when they come here, especially, teams like United. But it was a good game. I really enjoyed it, and a battle with the midfielders and everyone on the park, so I really enjoyed it.
We are now joined by entertainer reporter Jess Bailey to talk about what happened last night at the Oscars. Wow, what a night, Jess. I heard it was a bit of a strange one.
I know it was a little bit different to what we've seen this year with other awards ceremonies, but very, very good.
I heard it was done in a train station. Is that true?
That was the British base was. So instead of having people and the nominees travel to America and to LA, they had partly shown in LA, and then the British nominees were over here in London, in a train station of all places.
That is crazy. You wouldn't expect that at all, would you?
It's good to have something unexpected, though. I think that's exactly what we needed.
Yeah, I feel like it made the event a bit better as well, instead of it all just being over Zoom.
Oh, definitely. I think they were told to try and avoid Zoom at all costs, and I think everyone watching or everyone who's watched a clip has really appreciated that.
Yeah, I definitely did as well. But I heard Chloe Zohao has made history at the Academy Awards by becoming the first woman from ethnically diverse communities, and is only the second woman ever to win the Best Director.
Yeah.
We've got her accepting the prize, where she talked about what inspires her.
I have always found goodness in the people I met everywhere I went in the world. So this is for anyone who has the faith and the courage to hold on to the goodness in themselves and to hold on to the goodness in each other, no matter how difficult it is to do that.
Chloe's film Nomadland was also named Best Picture, and its lead, Frances McDormand, won Best Actress last night. It really was the night's favourite, it seems, nominated for so many. And that was Frances McDormand's third Oscar for lead acting role. And she's only the second living actor to have done that, and the other one was Daniel Day-Lewis. And from one legend of the screen to the next, Sir Anthony Hopkins, who won the Best Actor Oscar last night, posted a comment to his Instagram following the award.
Well, here I am in my homeland in Wales, and at 83 years of age, I did not expect to get this award. I really didn't. And very grateful to the Academy, and thank you. And I want to pay tribute to Chadwick Boseman, who's taken from us far too early. And again, thank you all very much. I really did not expect this. So I feel very privileged and honored. Thank you.
I heard there was a lot of outrage over social media about Chadwick Boseman not winning Best Actor.
I'd seen a little bit about that as well, because they put it as the last award of the night, which was unusual, but so that left many people thinking that it was going to be a tribute to Chadwick Boseman at the end as he won that. But, you know, Sir Anthony Hopkins is an amazing actor, and often with Oscars and other award ceremonies, they're not necessarily your favourite film that wins or exactly who you'd expect to win. And that just keeps it quite interesting, I think.
Yeah, I think as well, especially because he is such a big star, like you said, and he didn't even turn up to the awards, because I've heard he doesn't even attend most awards.
He didn't on the BAFTAs the other day. He did a Zoom call, I think, but he wasn't actually, I don't think he had his camera on. Did you see that Sound of Metal won Best Sound last night as well?
Yeah, was that starring Riz Ahmed?
Yeah, I don't know if you saw about all the dedication he put into that film, saying, because it focuses around a drummer who is deaf, I think, or hearing impaired, and he put like blockers in his ears to really, you know, experience and try and put himself in the shoes of his character, and it was really, really good.
I've heard as well with people who play deaf, act like people, they with the vibrations, and that's why they put blockers and stuff in their ears so they can't hear or anything and be able to feel the vibrations through their hands.
Yeah, it's so interesting. And my other favourite moment of Riz Ahmed last night was, did you see him on the red carpet with his wife?
Yes, I did, and he's sorting out his wife's hair.
It's so lovely. We had quite a few like nice and funny moments last night. Did you see Glenn Close and her dancing?
Yeah, she was twerking, wasn't she?
Yeah.
What a sight to see that was.
She was still celebrating despite not winning, shockingly, after this was her 8th nomination that she hasn't won. Yeah.
Wow. Did you see Daniel Kakaludi talking about his parents having sex?
I think the highlight of the night was his mum's expression as soon as he said that, 100%.
Yeah, definitely. But we've got one more last entertainment story for the show. Have you heard about the Josh fight?
No, I haven't.
Well, if anyone out there is listening and is named Josh, this story's for you. Hundreds of people across the US all have competed in a battle to find out who is the superior Josh. And it started by someone called Josh Swan, who made a joke during the pandemic by messaging other people named Josh and challenged them to do a duel. The battle took place in Nebraska, with pool noodles and other foam objects being called as the weapon of choice. The winner, however, was a 5-year-old boy called Josh Vincent Jr., who was not only crowned the championship, but also received treatment at the Children's Hospital, which the event rate £8,000 for.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing, isn't it? But now, finally, we're going to finish off with the weather. Here is our reporter, Lydia O'Neill.
Hi, I'm Lydia O'Neill with today's weather. Last week was the warmest week in 2021, reaching 18 degrees as the highest weather. Today is forecast some really nice weather as well, and so is this week, reaching heights of 15 degrees, although the Met have been saying that there will be a bit of cloud and rain, so there's that to watch out for.
Thanks, Lydia. That's it for Yorkshire Voice Newscast. We hope you enjoyed taking a closer look at some of today's news stories with us. And don't forget to set your alarms early so you can see the pink moon, which is at 4:31 in the morning. Join us again tomorrow at the same time, but until then, it's goodbye from us.